Here's an idea for Halloween. Little LED flashlights that you can make with a 3D print, a coin cell battery, and an LED of whatever color you want. And you can give them to your kids to carry around at night so you can see where they're at, or hand them out instead of candy. Kids will have a lot of fun with these. So I'll show you how to make them right here at Filament Friday. I'm always looking for simple little projects that demonstrate electronics, use 3D printing, and that are fun for kids. And this is definitely one of them. This is just a 3D print that I designed in Tinkercad. It's got an LED and a battery inside and a little flexible arm that presses down on the LED and makes it come on. See, it all works because an LED can be lit directly from a coin cell. If you connect it properly, it glows. If you reverse it and get it backwards, it just doesn't work. So positive, or the long lead of the LED, has to be on the positive side of the battery. Negative side goes to the negative side of the battery. Now you don't need a resistor because coin cells inherently have internal resistance. So there's no way that they can give too much power to the LED and burn it out. So all you need is a coin cell, an LED, and then a case to put it in, which is a two-piece 3D print. Here's the 3D printed design that I created in Tinkercad. It's really made up of a lot of individual components to make this. And it really wasn't that hard. I just kind of pieced things together. And each one of them is a separate half and has its own little features. One has the button to press, which you can see here. I cut all the way through the piece with a hole to make the flexible little button that presses on the LED against the battery. These two halves actually snap together, and how I did that was by the hole size. So the holes on this piece right here are at 2.2 millimeter diameter. So slightly larger than the posts, which are up here, which are only 2 millimeters in diameter. And what I found is that extra 0.2 makes the hole big enough but tight enough that when you snap this together, it holds really tight. So now I just need to group each of them together, all the components that make up each half. And then I'll release the .stl file, which I'll bring into the slicer, and we'll slice this up and see how long it takes to print it. Here it is in Prusa Slicer. I'm actually using PETG filament, and I'm only doing a 15% infill at a 0.2 layer height, pretty basic settings. After slicing, everything looks really good. It's not missing any parts or anything. And if I look at the print time, only 11 minutes to print this on the Prusa Core 1. That is really quick. Now, I typically like just to scan through each layer just so it looks like it's not missing anything, and everything looks good to me. And then here's the results. This is how it printed on the Prusa Core 1. I am using the Cryo Grip bed because it was sticking too well to the Prusa bed. I actually cracked a piece trying to get it off the bed. It stuck so well. So now I'm ready to assemble it with a coin cell and an LED. For this, I recommend a CR2025. You can use a CR2016, but it's a little bit thinner, so it's going to rattle inside. The CR2032 is a little bit thicker, so you may have it stick where the LED stays on even when you let go of the button. So I recommend the CR2025. For the LED, just make sure you know which lead is longer because that's the positive lead and it needs to touch the positive part of the battery. Also, this is designed for a 5 millimeter LED, not a 3 millimeter LED, which is smaller. To assemble, I'll start with the base, which has the hole or the circle to accept the battery. But first, we have to slide the LED in place. So the long lead, remember that goes positive, goes on the bottom, slides into the slot, and then you have to push a little bit depending on your print. It may grab. It should grab nice and tight. Slide it in until it goes all the way through. Then you might have to lift the LED a little bit and then push it into its location. And now you've got the two leads. And push the positive one down, and now we'll stick the battery in there, positive side down, in between the two, and you'll notice the LED will come on, but push it down, and then see if you can lift the LED lead up enough so it's not touching, or just move the LED until it's not touching. Then put the top on, snap it in place, and everything should be working. Now, if you get out of line, the LED may come on, just pull it apart and redo it. And now when I press the button, the LED comes on. And when I let go, the LED goes off. So this thing is working, ready to use when you go trick-or-treating. So there you have it. Electronics and 3D printing coming together to make something kind of useful. Kids will be clicking this while they're trick-or-treating so you can always see where they're at. And they can have a lot of fun with it. And if you want, give it away instead of candy. I think kids will love it. I'll leave a link to the Tinkercad files in the description below. I want to give a shout out to my Patreon supporters. Thank you for making this channel possible. If you like what I'm doing here, maybe check out some of the videos popping up. If you want to help support the channel, Patreon is one way, or a membership at thangs.com. And if nothing else, click on the logo and subscribe. I'll see you next time right here at Chuck Hollowbuck's Electronic Products and Filament Friday.